What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. This video we're going to be talking about my 86 Chevrolet Caprice. Just the other day I did a video and I was telling you guys, I'm not sure if I dropped that one or not, but I was going to tell you guys and about basically what I was going to do is for everybody that follow the channel, they already know, to catch the new people up to speed. I bought a 1986 Chevrolet Caprice. I bought it like about a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago. And I actually, like I said, I picked the car up. Person called me, said they had the car. They wanted me to come get it. And sent me some photos or whatnot. I saw it. I immediately, like from seeing the pictures, I didn't know how the car was, you know, underneath it, anything like that. But when I saw the pictures, I was like, man, I gotta go check it out. For the price that they gave me the car for, you know, regardless of the condition of it, you know, with an engine, transmission, and everything in it, for the price that they gave it to me for, man, it was unbelievable. But anyway, that's gonna be another video. But anyway, I picked the car up. Like I said, I bought it home. I've been so busy running my multiple successful businesses. I finally got around to messing around with it a little bit. When I bought the car home, it stayed on my trailer actually. And it stayed on my trailer for a little bit. And so I went out, I bought a battery because when I bought the car originally, it didn't have a battery in it. So, if I'm not mistaken, I think the previous owners, when I bought the car from them, they told me that, you know, they took the batteries out because they didn't know, you know, what would happen to a battery if it stayed in the car and sat. So, you know, I think that was them. But anyway, the car had no battery when I picked it up. So, you know, I used the winch on my trailer and I winched it on. And like I said, bought it home. Okay. So when I got the car home, like I said, when I got a chance to start messing with it after I caught up on my business at work, I started playing with it or whatnot. Went and bought a new battery, put it in the car, and you know, I bought the car. Didn't know any history on the car, so you know, I didn't even ask. You know, was the car running? You know, what was the deal with it? I didn't even ask. So I was a little skeptical on even trying to start the car because, like I said, I had no history on the car. So put the battery in, turned on the lights and everything. Everything worked. Signal light worked, tail light, brake lights worked, headlights, all the lights work on the car. Dash light worked. Everything works. And so I went to start the car, and it turned over, but that was it. It just turned over. So I was like, okay, you know, what's going on with it? Why it won't start? And like I said, I don't know any history on the car. So what I did was I pulled off the, I guess you call it a breather cap, I think it's called. And so I pulled that off, and it was like a rat's nest up in the air. And I think that all of this like acorns and looking stuff, I think that's part of the rat's nest, I think. So anyway, I kind of cleaned that out a little bit, and so I poured a little bit of gas down inside of the carburetor, and I tried to fire it up, and it would start, but it wouldn't stay on. So I was like trying to figure out what's going on with it, why won't it stay on. So I finally got it to like kind of idle a little bit, and then it would like idle, but if I touched the accelerator or any, it would just cut off on me. So so I was just trying to troubleshoot, trying to figure out, you know, what's going on with it, why won't it stay on when I hit the accelerator. Okay, so It had got dark on me one night when I was playing around with it, so I decided to get back to it. Gave it a couple of days or whatnot. So anyway, I gave it a couple of days, let it set. Went back to it. I actually went, and I think I did a video because I went and bought some starting fluid. And sprayed some of that down in there, and that actually got it to run. But it still did the same thing. It will not stay on when I hit the accelerator. So I was like, all right, what's going on with it? So I was just troubleshooting a little bit. And so what I wind up doing is just looking around, trying to see if everything's connected or whatnot. So I wind up seeing that it was a vacuum hose that was loose, and it wasn't connected. So I'm thinking that was the vacuum hose that was causing it not to want to stay on when I hit the accelerator. But I'm gonna tell you what I did, and this is what everything that I did. I'm not sure which of what I did made the car run, but this is what I did, and then the car just ran fine and idled, and I can test the accelerator, and it stayed on, did everything it should do. So what I wound up doing, I opened up the choke. I'm not sure if I guess it's a 2-barrel because it has like 2 chokes. It has like a little one and then it has a big one. I opened up the big one. I took something and like held it open. I put like a stick down in there, but I made sure that it was like free of anything that could fall down in there. So I opened that up. I put a stick down in there, like I said, to keep it open. And then I connected that vacuum hose that was loose on the side. And there was another vacuum hose that was in the front, and it had like some of that rat's nest in it. So I took and like cleaned that out, dumped the breather cap out, and I connected that. And once I did that, I jumped in it. I turned the key. It fired up like with no hesitation. Before I did all that, like I kind of had to hold the key, and it'll like turn, and then it'll catch. But after I did all of that, it just fired up with no problem. It ran, like I said, it idled. I touched the accelerator a little bit. It opened up. So after I did all of that, I put it in drive, and I pulled it off of my trailer, and like I said, pulled it into the garage. So that's where we're at right now with that. I got it running. I got the car running, and got it in the garage. So I've been talking to my engine builder, and he says that he's putting some engines together now. He has one that's already together, and so I'm just waiting on him to send me some videos of this engine that he has together. I don't know what's a hold up, what's taking him so long. Last time I spoke with him, before now, he had a full-time job, and he was an engine builder on the side. So I'm not sure if he still has his full-time job or not, but anyway, he's I guess, like I said, he's still working or whatnot, but he says that the engine is pretty much done. He just was gonna put it on the stand and fire it up. But I didn't get the video yet, so I spoke to him today. So I'm guessing that he's still working on getting everything put together and getting it on the stand. From my understanding, a lot of guys say, it take them a little while to get an engine on the stand and get it ready to run. I mean, I've heard guys say it take anywhere from take them about an hour or so to get it on the stand and get it ready to start or whatnot. So anyway, like I said, that's where I'm at with the engine. Waiting on him to send me a video of it so I can see if it's something that I like. To be honest with you guys, I have a LS motor that I'm getting around to having built. It's going to be built for performance. It's going to be like a straight and strip engine. So I'm gonna get started on that soon. We're gonna be doing some videos on that as well. But in the meantime, like I said, I just want something that goes in there. This is gonna be a brand new engine and a brand new transmission gonna go in it. So that's where I'm at right now. I just want something to go in there real quick. You know, go ahead and get it running like I want it to. It's running now, but you know, get it ready to hit the street. Then I'm gonna move on to the interior and move on to paint. And that way, you know, the car be, you know, street ready. Planning to do like a positive rear end in it, and probably gonna do maybe like a 373 gear. Probably gonna do like a 373 gear in it probably, and so probably like a 373, maybe a 410. It just really all depends. Like I said, I mean, I want to be able to get on the highway with it, so I'm not sure. I'm not really like, you know, I don't know a lot about like the gear ratio. So if I can get on the highway, which I think I can get on the highway with a 373 gear, 410, I think if I get on the highway, I can't do highway speed, if I'm not mistaken. So I'll probably, like I said, do a 383. A 373 gear probably. But anyway, I just want something that's gonna, you know, give it. I just want it like I want it. You know what I mean? You know, I want it to perform like I want it to perform. So anyway, so that's where we at with that. We're waiting on my engine builder to get with me, and waiting on my engine builder to get with me, and so you know, so we can get the engine and the trans in it. Go ahead and get the rear end done, get it painted, get the interior done, and then the only thing that's gonna be left to do is like I'm gonna probably replace all like the rubber around the doors and stuff like that. Get all of that replaced or whatnot. Make sure it's sealed up nice and tight. No moisture's getting in or anything like that. So that's pretty much where we at. But like I said, the main reason I wanted to do this video for you guys, I want to let you guys know that like I said, I did get the car started, and you know what I had to do to get the car started. So it does run. It runs pretty good. I actually wanted to take it on the road, but I was a little bit scared because I was like, well, you know, if the car shuts off on me on the road, then I gotta go get my trailer. I gotta go get my truck or whatnot. I gotta, you know, either hook a chain or strap to it, pull it back home, or go get my trailer and winch it on. So I was like, all right, I'm just gonna, you know, not drive it on the street yet. But for the most part, like I said, it is running with the 305 in it. If I'm not mistaken, I think it has a 700 R4 trans in it. I think that's what the 86 Caprice has in it. And but it is running. I did drive it off my trailer. I did drive it into the garage, and I reversed it, drove it forward, and you know, everything's functioning like it should. I've been looking for a transmission. A guy said that he would rebuild the 700 R4 in it to be strong enough to take some horsepower, but he's charging like $900. He said because of the overdrive. So anyway, a lot of people says that. Well, I've had another guy that I know that so-called knows cars, and he said that a 700 R4 will puke his guts out, putting some power in front of it. So anyway, I'm not gonna do a 700 R4, but anyway, you guys stay tuned, follow the build. Like I said, it's gonna be a 1986 Chevy Caprice, and I finally got it started, got it off of the trailer, and got it in the garage. So next step is I'm waiting on, like I said, the engine and the transmission, and I'm gonna start on the interior. So as soon as I can get that done, you know, we can get this thing on the road, take it out, do some videos on the road. So y'all stay tuned for the build. And like I said, we got some other good stuff that's going on as well. So you guys hit that like button, share this video with a friend. If you have not already done so, subscribe to the channel. And like I said, man, listen to this entire video because like I said, if you skipped anything, go back to it. Go back to the beginning because you might can help out a friend or somebody that may be having the same, mechanical issue with their vehicle. And like I said, I was just, kind of like trying to figure it out. Honestly, like I was so close to taking this car to a mechanic. Not saying that I'm not a mechanic because I can do some things, but I was so close to taking this to like a real, performance shop, so they can say, hey, listen, I was like, man, what's wrong with it? Listen, this how close I was to taking this car to the shop. I pulled up to the shop today. I saw the mechanic. He was outside under somebody else's hood. And you know what? I was like, you know what? He's already up under somebody's hood already. So I was like, I don't even want to go ask him, could I bring the car down here so he could take a look at it or whatnot? Because he's always busy. So I was like, man, I'm not even going to go talk to him. So I backed up and came back to my house and just started messing with it. And I got it started. So it was I was glad that I didn't talk to him because I would have wind up spending some money, and I wind up could have I could have done it myself. So I just want to say this to anybody that works on their own stuff. If you kinda know what you're doing, troubleshoot whatever you got going on and try to figure it out because you can save some money like that. And it's been times where I've taken vehicles to shops and just was like, you know what, I could have done this at home a lot of times. So I was like, you know what, that's the reason I troubleshoot and try to figure things out because, I'm just gonna give you guys a scenario. One time I had a headlight. I had a headlight go out on one of my cars. It was a 2019 Mercedes. It was an S-Class. Okay. It's got the LED headlights in it. And it went out. I bought the car brand new, but the light went out for whatever reason. So I took the car to to a guy that I know, and he fixed the light. He put a new one in. So when he started doing it, I watched him do it. I kind of was helping him a little bit, put the light in, and as we were doing it, putting the light in, I was like, man, I could have did this myself. I didn't even need to bring it here. But I've already given him the job, and I had to pay him. And I mean, he charged me something good. And I was a little bit pissed because I was like, you know what? I'm pissed at myself because I was like, you know what? I could have done this myself and I could have saved that little bit of money. But like I said, that was one of these situations where I took a vehicle to someone, and I could have done it myself. So I just like I said, I try to figure it out. It's just having patience with doing stuff like that. With mechanic work, you gotta have patience. If you don't, you're not gonna be successful in doing jobs. So like I said, you gotta have patience when we're doing mechanic work, any type of mechanic work. I don't care what it is. You gotta have patience with it, and you have to take your time. You cannot rush it. You have to take your time and go back and check over your work. I'm just trying to, like I said, give you guys some game, and because like I said, I learn from people. I learn from looking at videos on YouTube, and you got to take your time. I'm gonna give you guys a scenario. I was putting in a new distributor cap. All right, I had a 454. It was a big block. I had a 454, and I had that in my Monte Carlo. I have a 86 Monte Carlo SS, and so I had a big block in it, and I was putting the distributor in there. I took the old one out, put the new one in, and I wind up not putting in the ground back, and it wouldn't start. And that was the only reason it wouldn't start, because I didn't put the ground in. But I was going in a hurry, putting this distributor cap in, and that was the reason it didn't start. So that's why I say take your time, guys, when you're working on something. So, but I'm going to wrap this video up. You guys go ahead and hit that subscribe button. If you have not already done so, like and share this video. Stay tuned for more videos.